Good evening, everyone. Well, it's Friday night. I hope y'all had a good day. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about things that people do that sound so ridiculous to me. And you see it over and over and over on these hate channels and the troll channels and low-cal channels. Is a certain type of dig they like to use. Now, I never came on to YouTube to become a YouTube star. A lot of times I don't hashtag my shit. I haven't looked at my analytics at least for a month or so now. And I could care less. I told you all the people that were interested. I told them that I'm already involved with the channel. That's more important to me. But what I'm going to talk to you about is you put out a video to address somebody because they've either done a video or they're running around talking shit about you. Now, this is not serious. This is just, it's information that people need to know that people already know from experience. And then if you respond and address what they said, that person will turn around and say, "Oh, you must have been up all night. Your fingers must be worn to the bone trying to search on me." Now, I have tried for how long to tell people on YouTube that Canada has different levels of what you can look up and what you can't look up. And we have way more access over here than it seems to be you guys have over there. And we either have a little bit of different equipment or the people that are making those comments do not have advanced enough technology to know that you no longer have to sit at a keyboard searching anybody if you want to. All you got to do is ask your computer. You don't have to sit there and talk into your phone. You can be anywhere that the mic can hear you, and you speak into it. And of course, it speaks back to you. So I'll give you an example here in a second. So that means whatever you're doing on your computer, you don't have to be sitting in front of a computer or have something in your hands. You can be doing dishes. For God's sakes, you could be in the bathroom taking a pee. All you have to do is have an earbud with microphone capabilities. And what happens is you ask the computer something, and then it gives you the option of telling you in text or telling you verbally what's going on, what your answer is. Now, I prefer verbally because that way I can just continue talking to the computer and it'll keep answering me. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I wanted to find out where somebody I have not seen in a long time is. All I got to do is ask my computer, give them some information. You just got to know the right information to give. So you start out with their name, then you start out with their age, then you start out with what city they are in, and your computer will just keep answering you. And then you cross-ref it with associates to make sure that the person that you are looking up is the person that you've gotten what information you have so far. Then you can ask your computer what high school they went to. Is there any yearbooks out there? Any pictures out there? And all of it's perfectly legal, and a lot of people are doing it, and more people are going to be doing it as they upgrade their technology. Now, I know, people are going to say, some people are going to say, oh, well, I can do that with my chat GPT or whatever. Well, my system and a friend of mine's is like chat GP on steroids. And then as it's talking to you, you can walk around doing dishes, whatever. And then when you've gotten the answers you want, so let's say this person isn't, it comes back and tells you, yes, this person isn't, I found them on a not a Facebook site, a high school yearbook site. Then you just got to ask your computer to take you to that picture. And not only will it tell you what high school, it will take you right on a split screen, right to where that yearbook is. So that's how things work on my computer. Now, I've said many times that United States needs to put more protection on their internet rules and regulations, but they don't. So that's why if you are a parent, you should not be giving your child, a young child, access to that type of technology. Because unless you're going to sit there and watch them, you don't know what the fuck they're looking up, what the fuck they're doing. And when you're putting your photos out, you basically should not. Because all people are going to do is upload those photos. Pedos are going to upload them and use them for stimulus. My system works so well that I can take a video, take a picture, and ask my computer to locate what type of bushes are in the background. Then I can ask my computer what area of North America do these bushes grow in. And a lot of people do that because they've learned to use layovers and they try to pretend there's somebody on the computer that they're not. And so when someone claims to live in one place, but yet their videos are completely showing flora and fauna fauna, or whatever it's called, bushes, trees, that do not identify with the region that they're claiming, they're lying. You know that they are using fake imagery to do their video, especially when they're voicing over it and, insinuating like it's their backyard. And another reason that you don't want to put pictures out is because I actually entered a picture and asked my AI to see if they could find where it was located. And it did. It identified the picture by the room, by the flooring. In other words, it was able to identify the picture because somebody or several people had put out enough pictures on social media of this particular room that it gave them to me. And one of them actually matched up the one that was on a YouTube channel. So not only if, will it tell me by the picture what time of year does it appear in this picture, it will tell me, I can ask it what time, what kind of shrubs and trees are in the background. And from there, I can tell whether they're visually in the area that they are claiming to be on their channel. And I don't even have to press the goddamn key. AI is getting amazing. And it can look stuff up so fast. Remember that app a while back where you could take a picture and it would tell you all the information online off Etsy or Amazon or whatever, and as to what you are taking the picture of, like an antique or a vintage item. And it would also give you pricing on what it's sold for, what it's worth. Well, my computer system is like that on steroids. It gives me the entire world. So putting out pictures of loved ones is just dumb to do. Unless they know about it and they don't care. But pretty soon it's going to pinpoint right to where you're at. I can ask last known residences, streets. I can even, if they've added themselves to a bridal registry, my computer will pick that up and say, oh, this person's getting married on this date. And it'll say who they're marrying and where their registry is to buy it. So there are so many ways out there to locate somebody anymore. It's absolutely stupid for anybody to think that a person is sitting in front of a computer, working their little fingers to the bone and, just digging for another person's information or activity. it's just a warning. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm saying it's just a warning to how fast things are changing and what AI is doing. Have you ever watched the channel on YouTube called Tizzy? What he does is he has people send him videos of people that are being Karens and Kevins or abusive people or being racist, stealing, beating animals that get caught on video at the time. And then he puts up the video. And from there, I think he's got, I know, about 500,000 followers. They, within no time at all, they will locate that person. It's to the point now that a person cannot hide whether they're making a fake video or they're trying to fake their image or avatar. Now, also, too, the other thing I thought was really interesting is that schools are starting to talk about teaching children, not about danger stranger type bullshit, but about what happens at a young age when a child becomes addicted to social media. And of course, we know the one that gets all, a few years ago, got all the big headlines. Kid was bullied at school, caused her to SS, and all that bullshit. But it also, what it does is it changes things in your brain. It sucks your happiness from you. You become addicted. You start to have a sedentary lifestyle as a child, and that's not good because that leads to obesity. And not only that, they're finding out that people who allow their children to unlimited access to a computer or a cell phone become so addicted that it's like getting them off. It's like trying to get them off is like trying to get Darlene off booze. So since parents aren't willing to step up to the plate and be responsible about giving cell phones and computer access and that type of thing, they have no choice but to start teaching it in schools as to what it can do to you. But I mean, as far as technology goes, for God's sakes, I have a toilet that the lid shuts and closes on it. It turns into a bidet. It double flushes and releases a cleaner and a scent. And I could have got other features, like a heated toilet seat, blow drying my hoo-hoo. If you would have told me that that was accessible 10 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. And it's the same with the internet. You can no longer fake videos with the equipment and the apps and AI and all that. It's too easy to tell which ones are fake and which ones are real.